It's a solemn day. They have allowed the Tush Push to stay in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to think. Where are we at with the Tush Push, Mike?
I
The
don't
Patriots
care about
voted again. Oh, Mike,
I know.
don't be so glib.
I don't. I mean,
Why? My question to you is this: Why is this? Why does anyone care about this?
I know.
I'm being serious. From a football perspective, why does anyone care about this?
Yeah. Well, it's all the talking heads who are offensive or defensive linemen. They all have very strong opinions about it. But like, I think for the general fans, they're like, just stop it. Like the Eagles are the one team that just keeps doing it successfully. Like, you can't change the rules because one team is really good at something. So yeah, I'm fine with. I like the way the Patriots voted. Keep it in. Figure out how to stop it and stop crying about it.
Do you know Jason Kelce flew to the meetings to like litigate like the situation like a loser?
Good.
Right.
Best part is they tried to talk to him. I'm not here to talk to the media. I'm focused on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you in your dumb podcast? Is that what you're focused on? The one thing is Travis Kelce. There's a picture of him now, and he has a very hairy back, and he's unashamed of it. So I hate to tell you that's 1 point for Travis Kelce. He's finally done something that I appreciate. He's a back hair advocate, which I actually appreciate.
Yeah, you know what, Mike? What everybody should be focused in on, Patriots fans specifically, is the disaster that is Drake Maye with the four picks that he threw 2 days ago.
It's over. It's over.
So is it over? Did you witness any of this? What are you seeing? What's wrong? And what will they end up doing at quarterback now in this upcoming season?
Yeah, when that fourth one happened, I'm like, oh man, this is just it's such a perfect headline for everyone to overreact to. I mean, I don't need to pump the brakes. Of course, it's like day 2 that they've been on the field. Hunter Henry's like, we installed this stuff like 3 weeks ago. We're out here trying to put it together. So, and there's also some context within those interceptions, which I think is a positive thing to see Christian Gonzalez looking dynamic and picking up right where he left off his second team All-Pro season last year. So, look, you knew it was going to be a process with Josh McDaniels. They're changing a lot of this offense. There's a lot of new things. I think you saw what you saw last year with Drake Maye in the early going, that he's, maybe a little hesitant trying to figure things out, but it's still so early that it just makes such a perfect headline at this dead point in sports, especially here in Boston. It's the only thing to talk about. So I'm still really excited. It was great to see the team on the field a couple of days ago, and just good energy. It's very different, though. It's very different than the last 2 coaches we had here. So it's interesting to watch some of these practices unfold with different philosophies.
Did you hear how Mike immediately turned it into a defensive conversation?
Is he a big defensive guy?
That's all he wants to talk about is defense.
I know. Well, it was pretty exciting when Robert Spillane ran out of the tunnel with his mirrored face mask, full speed. That guy is full tilt all time. So I think fans are really going to like him. So yeah, thank you, Hardy. Yes, defense was very exciting, and it's a whole new look defense. So yes, I am excited about it.
New long snapper.
Yeah,
Hey,
rookie. Got to get a look at him. What's his snap velocity? We'll clock that for you guys.
Oh, you're leaving out the kicking situation. Very important. The guy they drafted has the early lead.
Early lead, right? Well, I mean, I will say I love, having done some of these training camps now, but I think this will be my 7th season with the team. It is fun for me to just have like 2 kickers in camp and actually have some kind of competition. I mean, I think the rookie should probably win it if all goes according to plan, but it's always fun at the end of practice when you line it up. And usually with these kind of positional competitions, we're all spinning our wheels trying to figure out what's going on, but it's pretty obvious when they just line the ball up and kick them and back it up and surround them with all the team yelling at them and increase the pressure. So it is a fun way to end some practices. So plenty going on out there, guys. Lots to see.
Well, it's funny because everyone dismisses kickers until the season, and then oftentimes they're the most important part of the team. Yeah. I mean, how many games have I suffered through where the Greg Zerlines of the world have had an inability to kick a 45-yard field goal at an end of the game to beat a very bad Denver team?
I don't know how many times I argued against it and just screaming into the wind. I did it for years with Zolak and with you and Paul Perillo too. Sitting there doing post games, I'm like, you can't complain about the kicker because nobody cares about the kicker. I might be the one guy who's like, hey, maybe you should have like a legitimate backup kicker on the team. Maybe you should find a roster spot. Maybe at the very least you should find somebody on the team who can also kick. because nobody wants to talk about a kicker. They're not a real football player, blah, blah, blah. He's only the one guy on your team who you're almost certainly game in, game out, every game of the year going to be called upon to put points on the board. But the teams don't care about him. Owners don't care about him. Yeah, we'll give you a contract, but after a couple of years, I'm sure we can just find somebody else. So, yeah, hopefully they do pay attention this year.
Yeah, I think it's a priority for them to get back to the stability that they had with Adam Vinatieri and with Steven Gostkowski for such a long time. You really didn't have to think about it. So last handful of years, you've been recycling through guys. Nick Folk was really consistent, but hearing from Jeremy Springer this spring, this is what they want. They want to find the next guy. I think the hope in Borregales can stabilize that position for the long term. And you don't have to keep, looking at free agents and veterans and all that stuff.
Okay. And tell us about this slot receiver, this undrafted slot receiver.
You have to have one. You have to have one every year.
What if he's good? I'm actually curious. What if he's good?
Yeah, I mean, he could be. Look, I think Pop Douglas, it's a little bit redundant to him. I'm not sure exactly. I think there's 12 receivers on the roster right now, and a lot of them played last year. You brought in a couple new guys. So it's a little bit hard for me to see how he makes the roster with Pop Douglas in the mix, because that's what Pop Douglas does. And he looked good 2 days ago. But everybody loves those little try-hard slot receivers, and that's what Efton Chisholm is. So I think it'll make for some fun this summer watching him. And who knows, though? We all know Josh McDaniels has a little bit of a type with those kind of guys, but I still just think Pop Douglas, probably the more talented player, more experienced, and he's going to get those snaps ultimately, unless injuries happen, which is always a possibility.
In a general sense, to put a bow on this, how did it look to you? Did it look faster and crisper and cleaner than last year? People getting in and out of drills, that kind of stuff?
I mean, a little bit. I don't want to overplay that stuff. I mean, we've only seen 2 practices now. We saw the rookie mini camp, and then we saw this one a couple of days ago. But like I said, it's different. I mean, I'm not saying better, worse, whatever. It's just you saw Mayo's kind of took a lot of how Bill structured practices, and Vrabel has a little bit different. I mean, of course, it's the same thing. I mean, the stretching, whether you're on the end line or that sideline stretching, it's not that big of a deal. But I definitely think Vrabel is kind of the tone setter out there. Certainly in rookie mini camp. You guys know, I'm sure he's jumping into drills. I mean, he just brings the energy to everybody, and he's constantly floating around. So I think it all starts at the top with him. But yeah, there's a lot of new guys out there, and there's a tempo to practice. And I'm sure, once we get into the real practices, like in training camp, we'll see that even compound even more.
All right. Well, look, Mike Dussault, I just know that there is availability, I'm sure, on Martha's Vineyard for day trips if you can get on a ferry. I'm just going to go and sit on the Jaws Bridge and reflect upon the movie for a little while, and then I'll just come back. It's just a nice day.
Deuce, what's the name of the ship that Hooper was supposed to go out on, but he canceled
the Aurora?
trip? Okay,
Jesus.
Yeah.
I feel like I should update you guys, too. I did finish my Jaws Orca Lego set, so that came together nicely. I was able to finish it, so I appreciate your support.
Well, you're on camera right now. Is it nearby? Can you hold it up? And show
no, it's in the back, but, if you want some Deuce glory in back of me, you got that.
Oh, all right.
And you're married.
Oh, yeah, I know. I found
real
one.
impressive.
He has kids. He's had sex.
No, but I'm just wondering how he stays faithful when he has these kinds of activities going on. Well, Mike, you speak to now. I'm sad I got divorced.
If you like that clip, and how could you not? Check out more videos from Toucher and Hardy here. Point slightly up and to the left. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. Point slightly down and to the left. And for the latest from the Sports Hub, download at 985thesportshub.com.